Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Cowboys and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night primetime.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The wait is finally over. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So here are the Cowboys now, ready to go on offense for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of the team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. In early second and long they're facing. They'll set up to throw. And that's incomplete. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Back to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And they're going to... up here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now back to throw. And incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fights loose. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot. Work against a defender trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over. Well, when you draft a guy that high defensively, you hope he can make some plays for you, and he does indeed get the interception there, Charles, in his first NFL ball game.
And to think that if there was any flaw to his game coming out of college, the way that we looked at tape and judged it, it was his pass coverage, defending the pass. But that's just a great instinct right there to sniff that one out, be in the right position, and come away with the interception.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st down, now here's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, what a move. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 56 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He is
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens have opened the lead up to 30. Point after try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a give right side. It's Parker. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Back to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. York able to send this one through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Cowboys are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And this one is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Throwing to start the drive. Robinson delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. Robinson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Back to throw. Robinson.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he fields it cleanly. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Over the middle, complete. That's Young. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
2nd and 2. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Handoff now. It's Gray with it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys 7-yard line. Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And out now come the Cowboys. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st down, Parker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
A beautiful spin and room to run. gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Robinson from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick for a sixth time tonight. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. Nifty move. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Looking to throw. Robinson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's the option.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
A gain of 18 on the play. Let's go now. Cowboys.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Robinson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Robinson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time. This entry mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the... for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Look at the spin. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Robinson throwing right, and that's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Looking to throw. Robinson being chased out left. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
79 Bronco. Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's Griffin on the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Let's go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. Robinson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Looking to throw. Robinson.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Evans has it left side. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Well, partner, tonight